Lucky Boys Podcast.
Sleep paralysis. What's your take on that? Do you think it's science, 100%, where a part of you hasn't woken up yet?
Yeah, it's like, I think you're half asleep.
So your brain and you are awake, but your body's still asleep.
Yeah.
Your body's still asleep. Yeah. And then, but you do feel. I remember when I was in sleep paralysis, I felt the warmth of the sun from the window, but I just couldn't move. So I couldn't move. I couldn't look at the window. I couldn't look. It's just, and then I felt something. I felt the sun, and then I felt another presence.
Yeah, that's very
That's
common.
it. Why
Some people
does so
see
many
like
sleep
shadows
paralysis?
like looming
Yeah.
over them and stuff like that.
Why do so many sleep paralysis cases come along with that?
Yeah,
It's like the sleep
I've had it
paralysis
before, too.
package.
I think it's because like literally your dreams are merging into like what you know as your reality too, you know? So like you're aware of what your surroundings look like and like you're like trying to wake up. But,
So it's
like,
creating illusions?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Interesting. So how do you explain feeling a presence there? If you're, usually when I feel, like for example, I can feel that you're both in this room with me. Even with my eyes closed, I can feel your energy. I can feel your presence.
Yeah.
What is that? If there's no one there you can actually see, but you feel as if you're not alone. What is that?
You feeling you're using your other senses. I feel like because your body is asleep, that other senses, like your other senses, are more
Or heightened.
Are heightened. Yeah.
Right, but then is that just some sort of trickery that your body's playing on you?
That could be.
Or do you think it like there's some real substance to this where someone's really in that room with you?
I don't know. Have you had sleep paralysis
Yeah,
happen to you?
I have. That's why I don't want to think about
How did you? How did you?
I've had it too.
How did you
Yeah.
overcome it? How did you get out? Because I'll tell you
Oh.
how I got overcome.
especially when I'm like in a place that if I'm like traveling and sleeping on a bus or something, you know, and like you like are kind of like half asleep, half like.
Wait, you get
know
it
what I
in
mean?
public places?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
What?
that's never happened to me. That's never happened to me.
Yeah, that's never happened to
Oh,
me.
it's happened to me while I was getting my eyelashes done too.
Oh my god! What?
I actually
Someone's
probably-
doing- like, someone's, like, touching you
I
and-
probably really
wow.
scared my eyelash lady because
Whoa.
like I was trying to get out of my dream. I knew I was like sleeping and I was like trying to get out of my dream and I was like trying so hard and then finally I like
Whoa.
whipped my arm up and like I like finally got out and she was like, oh, like I look up and she's just like
Are you
like
okay?
horrified.
Are you
I'm like,
okay?
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's
wild.
just that like in between of like consciousness and like, you know.
Right. So I think it's that. I think it's a little bit of both, right? I totally, I mean, I'm not going to argue with science. This is the crazy part about sleep paralysis. This story goes across several different cultures and it's the same story. That sleep paralysis is usually when a demon or a ghost is basically laying on top of your body. I mean, even if you Google these images, right? Google sleep paralysis, I bet you will see an image of some type of supernatural or goblin or ghost or demon sitting on top of someone while they're laying down.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right.
I've seen a
So-
lot of that.
Like, I have questions there. Why? I don't want to just be dismissive, right? Why are there so many of the same stories across so many different cultures? Is it a coincidence that they all think sleep paralysis is some supernatural being suppressing you, feeling? Because I have felt weight on my chest during sleep
Yeah,
paralysis.
where you like can't breathe.
I've never
and-
felt that.
Yeah, I felt
I
like
have.
I felt like there was someone on top of me, not allowing me to move. I felt that presence.
Did you feel like you couldn't breathe?
I felt like I could breathe, but here's the thing: I tried to scream, I tried to yell, I tried to talk, I tried to everything to make a sound. I tried to move, I tried to, like what May said, like snap out of it, just kind of get up, and none works, and I could just be laying there for what feels like forever.
And that's the scariest part is like that inability to do anything.
Right.
you know?
While I'm fully aware of what's going on,
exactly.
I'm awake, and you feel, and because you can't really see what's on top of you, there's nothing there. There's literally nothing there, but you feel something pressing on you. Then you start feeling this sense of fear and anxiety hit you, and you're just like, oh man, and it just starts going. You just get this fight or flight kind of moment, and you can't flight. You know, you can't. There's nowhere for you to go. Your body's paralyzed.
All you have to do is fight.
Right. So, how do you whip out of? Josh told me. I mean, we did a whole film about this, and when we were doing a film on this, Josh told me that he wiggles his toes, and that's how he gets out of sleep paralysis.
That's so specific.
Yeah, he goes every time I
That's
get
my
it,
go-to.
I consciously
trick,
wiggle my
you said.
toes, and then I'm able to snap out
Well,
of it.
yeah, you're focused on one appendage, I guess. You can
Right.
focus on your hand, you can focus on your feet, you know, maybe your nose or something. But your focus is directed towards that one thing, and I think that's part of it. But for me, I just like pray. I pray, and I
Did I
just-
tell you that trick?
No, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Someone else told me it. So
I'm pretty sure I told you it.
well, I say
when we're
blood of
filming.
Jesus. I mean, I don't know what you
Okay.
say. I don't have I don't-
Blood of Jesus? That's a prayer?
Well, well, you can pray any way you want, but blood of Jesus usually.
No, what I'm asking is there's a prayer called blood of Jesus.
No. I'd say blood of Jesus.
Oh, that's what you say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, for people who are not religious, I mean, like blood of Jesus. Usually, the
See?
blood of Jesus is very powerful. So,
Right.
so
So you
basically
do
use as a
believe that
weapon.
there's something evil or ghost unexplainable.
Oh, yeah,
It's like a just in
Unexplainable.
case.
Yeah,
thing.
just
So
in
you
case,
don't believe
you know?
it's science. You believe that because if you believe it's scientific, you're not going blood of Jesus.
Right.
Because how scientific is that?
Well, I try to explain it to myself. It's because, you know, you're so focused on something and you're chanting something and you're repeating something over and over again until you snap out of it, until your body.
Let me ask you something. When you pray or confide in Jesus, do you feel this supernatural or whatever it is retaliating against you?
No,
You don't. You don't feel that it's.
I don't feel anger. I don't feel that stuff.
You don't feel like it's angry at you or something, or
I feel like I'm being freed. Like I'm being freed. Like when I snap out of it, I felt like, okay, I got out of it. You know.
here's
just
the
from
weird
it.
part for me. I do the same thing. I pray. I do my Our Fathers, my Hail Marys,
Hail Mary, the Lord's Prayer.
and it's fighting me to stay on me. That's what it feels
But you
like.
don't see anything. You
I
just
don't
feel
see
it.
anything, but I could feel like there's internal struggle
Oh my God.
where
That's so
where
freaky.
The battle rages.
I feel like something's got a hold on me and it doesn't want to let go. And the stronger I pray, the more it wants to let go.